So they've changed Braum's ultimate, I believe. So let me test this out real quick. Supposedly, the further away the enemy is and the closer they are changes how long they're knocked up for. So the first target hit, depending on how far they are, gets knocked up. So let's have a look here. What's the max range on this? Right. That is a pretty long knock up, to be fair. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome to this video. As you saw in the previous thing, Braum's ulti has been changed somewhat, and it's been changed for the better. And I think there's some implications as to what can change with Braum and potentially the solo lane, which is top lane. Don't think he's really much of a mid pick, but I think this is the 5th game that I am doing on Braum today, and I've won all 4 before this one pretty okay. Wasn't recording any of them, but there you go. So I'm pretty convinced that this can work. This is anecdotal evidence, of course, because there's only done 4 games. This is the 5th, and this one might be a loss, but this is one I'm recording, so there's a good chance this is one that's going up. So there's a number of things that actually changed with Braum that wasn't just, and actually, you know what, Kale is probably going to be an okay, if I miss the Q, then that's definitely not going to be an okay lane. There was quite a few things that were actually changed on Braum that is really neat and has a lot of, like, you know, I swear to God, dude, if I miss one more Q, I might just leave this game. There is you know what, I did more damage because, you know what, I don't really know what's happening here, to be honest. There you go, boom. There's a number of, like, implications of things that have changed with, like, Braum. So not only did his right, I need you to leave right now. Not only did his ulti change, his Q damage has been upped considerably. So it's like 260 at level 5, which is 50 extra damage, which is actually pretty big. Call me a mate. 1, 2. Nah, I'm not gonna get anything else out of that. This is like prime gank potential, by the way. Whew. Let me just quickly hit this man with a yeet. And that's them. There we go. Easy peasy, dude. So I'm really sorry that my commentary, or like me talking, is so terrible, by the way. We planned this out, right? I mean, it's not like a script or nothing, right? But me and the Zinza were pre-made, and I'm gonna get into all of this in a minute, but my head is a little bit frazzled, and I was like trying to keep eyes on his pathing so that I could be sure to be ready for that. But we got it. Things are going well, right? So, right, okay, so his W, his Q got a big damage boost, right? 50 damage, right? Might not sound like a lot, but it's at level 9, you've been able to chunk for 260 damage is, like, actually pretty meaty, to be fair. It's certainly got a lot of implications for bot lane, at least. I know I saw on the Braum subreddit that a lot of support mains are, like, super duper eager and super duper happy with, like, being able to fire the most annoying Q in the game that does too much damage for no reasonable reason. As well as that, his W got like a really weird but like actually half decent buff that has some implications for top lane, and that is that so the way that it would work, and I'll show you like right now, as just before I like decide to back terribly because this was a poor idea, but Zinza's coming top anyway. The way that it worked before was if you W to a champion, you get magic resistance and armor. The enemy, like the ally that you like jump to, also gets magic resistance and armor. They must have worded that. Okay. But the way it worked before as well, so if you jump to a minion, which everybody like does because it's just easy and you can jump to lanes, you can jump about the place, it would not grant Braum any of the magic resistance or the armor that you would get from jumping to a champion. They've changed that now so that if you jump to a minion, it doesn't have to be a champion that you jump to, which means that in top lane, you can very easily bait people into going near the minion wave. You jump to the front of the minion wave, you Q them, you punch them in the head, and then maybe you get stuns off, maybe you don't, really depends, right? Really cool change, really interesting change, and I think like it's opened up a lot of like top lane potential for Braum to be like a super big bruiser. Now, this is the lane that I've had that has gone the easiest so far. This is including with like Zinza coming top and stuff like that. I'm running with a jungle pre-made right now, and the reason for that being is we're going for Zinza because very fast, very easy procs of Braum's passive. Like, it's super duper easy to proc it, and it makes life incredibly miserable for the enemy laner if we get a good chance of getting it off. Now, I will say, it's probably not recommended that you try this if you don't have a pre-made. It's like, the lanes that I have had, it's very difficult to like win on your own. But I promise you, if you manage to get out of laning phase and you start doing some roams, you start like actually helping your team, the potential is fantastic. Being like able to, you know, you can kind of run amok a little bit. You're basically a second support. You can help funnel your jungler. There's so much you can do. Alright. There we go. We got the pick for Xin Zhao as well. Oh, and he survived, dude. And I hit 6 as well. You can funnel your jungler. You can be a second support if you really wish to. It's really good. The team fight potential out of it. I mean, as I say, we won 4 out of 5 games. This being the 5th game that we played on this, and it has gone. It's gone bad. Then it went horribly in the laning phase. But then after that, it was smooth sailing through Camp C's. Although I did have like an hour-long game, but it was like a really intense game that was like, you know, one of those games where it's like all to play for, and we just, yeah, we won pretty hard. Like I was taking so much damage, and I was just unable to die. It was fantastic. So as far as builds go, we're gonna go for Titanic Hydra. We're gonna go for Steric's Gauge. This gives us like so much agency to like just be a nuisance, be very difficult to kill. We get a big bunch of gold income as well, so we can become so tanky so fast. I mean, Braum is just like a tanky nuisance even when he's on support, like on a support salary. So when he has a solo laner salary, yeah, he gets a lot to work with, which is absolutely fantastic. Right, she's at 6, which means that she's actually got like a little bit of a... Oh, I'm just gonna block that off, to be honest. Right, I'm gonna get Tiamat actually. I think it's time for me back. The team fighting is fantastic, whether you have like a Yasuo on your team or just anybody that can actually follow up that ulti. I feel like the ulti's longer. I know I'm probably wrong. I'm probably definitely wrong, but it feels a little bit longer to me, and that is absolutely... So basically what we want to do is we want to just try and shut down Kayle as much as possible. We're even in CS, right? Braum, not the greatest CS in the game, right? But at the same time, he has got so much potential to like help his other lanes and just have this massive team fighting presence. He actually like shines the least when he's in lane, although you can very easily make that hold on, I can actually bait this. I can bait this. Wait, I'm gonna pretend to pressure get. Oh, I'm making a... I swear to God, come near me. Okay, and you're dead. You hate to see it, don't you? You hate to see it. We probably should have pulled off when the ulti went down. Well, not pulled off exactly, but we should have saved the stun until the ulti was finished, because I think we probably would have definitely killed there actually. But I mean, I'm in an okay position. I think this is probably like one of the worst champions for me to try and hit Qs with. Look at me, man. Look at me just attempting pathetically to try and get these off. It's horrible. Right, I think I can jump to that. Oh, missed that. Oh my God. Ah, it was me who was getting baited. I see. Okay. That kind of sucks. Okay, we got the ult yet. That works for me. Kind of a rough lane to get slapping this this kill. But if we can get the ult out, that opens up a lot of avenues for us. To be fair, actually, we could just drop the arrows and just like farm the money off it. That works for me. It's kind of a big herald as well. No, that was bad. He had no mana. So you might be wondering why I'm going for Tiamat as well. The basis of it really is, the bottom line is, it gives me an auto attack reset, which is, of course, absolutely glorious for getting those extra stacks down. We can't all attack super duper fast like Xin Zhao. Some of us need a little bit of help, but this actually ends up working out kind of nicely for us. I'm going for Merc Treads. Now, granted, I'm kind of trying to future-proof myself here a little bit. Not bad. I'll tank that. not bad. Oh, I did a lot of damage to in there because he tanked the last out of that and it'd been stacking. Whoa, 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 whoa. Titanic Hydra is going to be on the docket. Then after that, we go Sterix Gauge just to like mitigate any burst that we get put into. And then we've got our Merc Treads for the Azir, for some of the Kale damage, Shaco damage as well, Kaisa damage as well. There's a lot that we can block damage-wise. Also, I don't want to get CC'd. The last game I played, I think I died once near the end, and I was CC'd for 7 full like hard CC'd for 7 full seconds. And let's ignore that Q because my brain is fried. I think it's time. I mean, it might be kind of risky leaving the Kale on our own, but I feel like our presence. I mean, bot lane's doing super well as well right now. You've seen the potential. Like, if that wasn't Kale, who could literally ult herself and not die, she'd have died like 2 other times. But we have a gigantic amount of potential. That's really nice as well, actually. From oh, has he got flash? He hasn't got flash. That's rough. We can roam. We benefit. Like, we are ahead pretty hard as far as like gold income goes. We most certainly shine in the team fight department as well. Like, it's barely like 17 minutes into the game, not even 20 minutes yet, but like the pressure that we have is so disgusting. Like, I am already so tanky. I really feel like I'd have to make a gigantic mistake for me to actually get dropped. It would have to be like sitting under a tower, catastrophic levels of failure. Oh, I wish Braum's E still blocked towers. I did that for solidarity. I was just like, I was just like, at least I'll show that I tried. That's nice. I can keep tanking that, to be honest. Woo! We're out. We're good. Oh god, I'm running back in his ear. No, we're still good. Oh, there's Senna. Okay, we're good. No, we're fine. We're absolutely fine. There's literally, I'm not even scared at all. Right, actually, I'm not gonna back yet. I'm gonna go help this Ocean Dragon. I mean, I'm 115. Things are going pretty well. This is definitely not like a game where I'm gonna be sitting here like, this is the most OP top lane ever. I have 2,000 kills. I'm one-shotting everybody. But I think it's genuinely, if you're playing in the realms of like your friends trying this out, it's actually like super duper viable. It does like definitely require like some modicum of like communication though, which is not what everybody wants, but still is important. And you should find some friends to play League with and do stuff like this and build stupid comps that shouldn't work but somehow do, because that's like half the fun of playing League in my opinion. You know what, I'm gonna bang the ult. Oh, okay. Right. I just like banged out that Kaisa. What is going on? I feel like Aphelios is doing some work here, but I will like to point out that I am also doing some work. I honestly have no idea how that Kaisa died. The ulti is longer. I swear the ulti is longer. I don't know why, or I can't put into words how I think that, but it feels like the ulti off of Braum is like really nice. So I might need to pull up my old build from the last game because it was actually really half decent. So right, we've got ourselves our Titanic Hydra. We want to go Sterix Gauge after that. And then beyond that, what you'd want to do, or at least what I did, depending on the AP on the enemy team, Abyssal Mask. It's good for amplifying your team's damage. You do a bit more damage as well because your Q is magic, your ulti is magic. And then beyond that, I mean, you could go for like, you could go for Iceborne Gauntlet maybe, Frozen Mallet maybe, I don't really know. There's a lot of like, the thing with him is there's a okay, I like completely missed that. But she just disintegrated anyway. The thing is, there's so many options you can go for. It would be kind of pointless for me to just name a bunch of items, because like, not only can you go like bruiser items like very easily, you have plenty of like ability to go even like, I don't know, like Leandris. You could go for supportive items if you really want to. Like, hold on, let me just slam this man out. Is that the real one? That is the real one. Okay. But you can go for bruiser items. You can go for supportive items. It really depends on what you're running into and who you've got on your team. Like, I could very easily bust out a Locket, and I don't think anybody would care or mind, depending on like how much AP damage there was on the enemy team. Like, I could bust out a Knight's Vow, and it would be, I mean, it would be great for the enemy, for Aphelios. We stomped that game so damn hard, it's actually unreal. All we did was just slow them, and then group up and smash them to bits. Thank you very much for watching this video. This is like a strange one. Like, I usually do like, oh, this build is like really cool and it's an AP thing and you get to do like stupid damage, but it's like risk reward. This one is more like you're playing for your team, and it's also your team should be like people that you're talking to, like on comms or like Discord or whatever. But like depending on who you've got on the team, it would work so well with like Lucian, like, yeah. So anybody that's halfway decent with the Braum, except you're like twice as tanky because you've actually got gold income, and you could also have like an ardent support like Soraka who's there to heal you, who's like, I mean, Braum is like so unbelievably tanky with his E. If you're an ultrist who likes to play in the favor of your team rather than the flashy plays, you should give this like a try for sure. I'm sorry I talked so much at the end of this, but it's honestly really cool. Just to prove it as well. My scores aren't amazing, right? But check it out, just as proof. 5 games of Braum top in a row. Now, granted, some I did better than others, right? But I even did some different builds as well. So I tried AP. It worked pretty okay. My damage was actually really nice. My ulti was like really bursty, and like every time I queued with the Leandries, they would get a burn on them. This one was just seeing what would happen if I built AP items. So like any item that had AP and health on it, I would just buy it, right? But so like the Rylai's was a bad idea, but I thought it'd be funny. But like 5 games in a row on Braum top, easy wins, right? Give it a try, give the video a like, subscribe. I put in a lot of effort into doing these, right? So like, I did 5 games of this, right? Give me a like and subscribe. Have a great day. Take care. See you later.